Hi there, my name is Csilla. I'm the learning strategist here at Keyano. This video is going to teach you the steps to prioritizing important tasks. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a monthly calendar. Get all those due dates out of your head. Okay, something like this. Notice my semester calendar with all my due dates and assignment dates. This helps me see the big picture priorities for the semester. Then what you want to do is have a look at the weekly assignments that are coming up that week. So notice November 5th, I have a lab worth 11%. November 6th, maybe I have a chem midterm worth 15%. So I get all that information and I fill in this template, just as I've done here. And notice what I have added as well is how important it is that I get that task done this week. And so depending on, when it's due, how much it's worth, the amount of work I have to do, how comfortable I am with the material, all those factors weigh in on what priority ranking I give it. So priority of 1 is really important. Priority of 3, not so important at the time, okay? I also estimate the time that it's going to take me. So chem lab, I'm thinking 3 hours, chem midterm, maybe 10 hours. And so sometimes it's hard to know exactly how long something's going to take us. And often I find that students underestimate this. And so this is usually where the time management plans fall apart. So again, when it's due, how much it's worth, the amount of work involved, those all factor into my priority ranking. Okay? And once I figure out what assignments are coming up that week, those become my goals for the week. So basically at the end of this week, I have to get these things done, okay? The next thing you're gonna do is break down each task. Remember what I said about underestimating the amount of time it's gonna take us to do something? Well, that's where the task breakdown comes in. So notice for my chem midterm, I just started writing a list of action steps that I need to take to break down this big task. So first thing I want to do, I just start with going through what I need to do. First thing I got to do, read the topics on the test to know what's going to be tested. Okay? Then I'm going to list topics that I don't know well right off the bat. And maybe chapter 3 is hard for me, so I'm going to answer chapter 3 practice questions to see where I stand. Then I'm going to make a list of the questions so I can get help at the Skill Center. Okay, so I want you to take the big task of writing the chem midterm or studying for the chem midterm, break it down into little bitty bite-sized action steps, and you're going to carry that through all the way to the end, okay? Then what you do is you're going to allot the amount of time it's probably going to take you. So read topics on the test, about 20 minutes. List topics I don't know well, I'm going to give myself about 30 minutes. Answer practice questions, you know what, I'm probably going to be about an hour. So try to be really realistic. And because I'm looking at bite-sized pieces, it's sometimes easier to be realistic in these situations, okay? So you're going to do the task breakdown for all the assignments or study things that I have to do next week. You're going to do the task breakdown for all the items due next week, which are your goals, remember. Okay, so we're going to parking lot that for a minute and switch to our weekly view of our calendar. So we're zooming in on the week, figuring out when we have classes. So notice I've shaded in my class times in green here. And once I figure out when I have class time, when I have maybe an appointment, another commitment, so you want to fill in all the stuff that's going to take up time. Once I do that, I'm going to take my task breakdown and I'm going to fit in the pieces into the slots. Different time slots, okay? These then become goals, mini goals for your study sessions, okay? Often having a goal helps us focus when we have a lot of things on our plate. So this is why these little goals that connect to the bigger goal of studying for the chem midterm is really important because it helps focus our priorities, okay? So here's another picture of that. So notice how I went from my weekly assignment log with the priority rating down to the task breakdown. I broke down the task, gave each piece a time rating, And then I stuck those little bite-sized pieces into my weekly calendar. So I gave them a specific time to be done. All right. And so the key is I want to always revisit what my goals are for the week. And then what my goals are for the day, which are those little bite-sized pieces that are slotted in. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please come by the office. My office is across the hall from the library in the counseling office. My number is 780-791-4937. That's my office number. You can also email me at Csilla, CSILLA.Gresku, GRESKU, at Keyano, KEYANO.ca. So Csilla.Gresku@Keyano.ca. Okay, you can always email me and ask me questions. So thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye now.